have you heard about the white Oscars that's going on?
You say the white
The protest?
Yeah, the white Oscars.
Yeah, I heard. I spoke a little bit on it yesterday. The protest.
Why are we calling them the white Oscars?
Because all the nominees, everybody that was nominated, there was not one black person that received a nomination for anything at all.
But you got to look at it, man. When they do these Oscars, they do not look at our movies like that.
Right.
If you ask your average Caucasian person his selection of black movies,
They seen Straight Outta Compton this year, though.
that's hilarious. That's hilarious. You're not going to get a large variety over 8 Mile. I'm going to say this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. It's a financial segregation going on. And this financial segregation is all the way into the movie industry.
Okay.
Now, when they took it away from Michigan, it wasn't looked at no more because now we can't make the money. But when you look at what was made here, it was breaking barriers because now certain people who didn't pay attention to what was going on in Detroit are now looking at what's going on in Detroit. We're making films here. But when you got negativity going,
Right.
you got financial structures set up to not show that. In other words, they don't want to see the ignorance. So they don't want to see a movie involving ignorance.
Right.
Spike Lee not getting an award this year for showing that works in
Chirac.
Yep.
Chirac.
But then you have Concussion, a movie that Will Smith played in, did a hell of a job.
Right.
One of the most looked at movies, I think, before 2015 ended.
But
And Idris Elba movie.
Even Straight
That
Outta
wasn't-
Compton,
that
too,
wasn't-
though.
that was
Straight
a good
Outta
movie.
Compton
Not really.
grabbed awards. It was number one for like 6 weeks, so I know they wouldn't seen that movie as well.
But no, that was just to make the money. They don't want you to get to the Oscars like that. They want you to make the money, but if you ain't on some Ray type of level, then they're not going to respect a brother getting money in the hood off music and coming up in the game of the rap game.
Jada Pinkett has called for a boycott of the Oscars. So has, what's his name? Tyrese has called for a boycott of the Oscars.
Creed should have got definitely in the Oscars. You gave Sylvester Stallone an award, and he didn't even shout out none of the co-stars.
Snoop
Right.
Dogg is calling for a boycott of the Oscars. Do y'all think Chris Rock?
I'm definitely calling for it. I'm telling you, I like Beast of No Nations. I think that
The
that
Samuel
movie
Jackson?
should have been, amongst the Oscars.
Right.
I didn't like that. I didn't like
I
that
did.
movie. I liked him
I
playing
did.
a more positive role. I thought that movie kind of...
I just like good acting by good black actors and actresses.
So, okay, with all that said, do y'all think that Chris Rock should host the Oscars? Because technically he's the only African American that's had
Gonna
something
be
to
present.
do
Well,
with the Oscars.
he actually just more or less got on our side because before we didn't look at Chris Rock like we used to look at Chris Rock. Like now he's really taking a stand because of all the criticism he's got for being like that type of black comedian. So he said, but peep this, he says, all those good cops y'all love bringing up when you say not all cops are bad seem to never be around when their comrades are killing innocent people.
Okay.
So with him quoting this and him saying this, I'm saying to myself, he's trying to make some type of gesture now that, I want to
Speaking
stand
out.
up for my people.
So do you think he should host the Oscars, or do you think he should boycott the Oscars? Delicious.
Okay, the only reason why I'm on the fence with it is because a lot of us, as black entertainers, we're all in entertainment in this room right here. We want to reach crossover level. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. We want to be able to be on both sides or go crossover, because then you feel like, okay, I've earned my title, I've been accepted, and both audiences or whatever, this is a great accomplishment. So it's a good deal, and it's a big deal for him to be able to even host the Oscars. But at the same time, I do think that he should stand strong and speak on what he feels if he feels that it's unjust.
So does he host or does he boycott? Come on, you gotta get.
I think he takes the opportunity and he does. I think he should use it as a platform.
Okay, foolish host or boycott.
No hosting, go off, and then create your own network where you can actually receive those awards that's supposed to be received.
Sometimes
313
people have power and don't even know how to use it.
298-1075. Chris Rock, should he host the Oscars or should he boycott like everyone else is planning to do due to no African Americans getting an Oscar nomination, man? It's the morning heat. Hit us up, man. That's the hot topic today.